So there, folks, welcome back to Towns. I'm going to unpause and let people go about their daily beeswax.
With Charon and Velerious.
Oh, yeah, sorry, with Charon and Velerious. Sometimes I forget to say that, man. It's not my fault.
It really is.
Right, here's the status of what we're doing, Velerious. The town is selling shit to the dwarven guy. When they've done that, we're waiting for the chicken population to increase a bit so we can make some hog roast.
Oh, so they can make suburban villages and, have some culture.
Yeah.
Right.
We're waiting until they, discover how to make fire.
Until they advance into the Iron Age.
They can cook themselves.
That'd be quite cool. Just build themselves their own furnace and walk into it when they know they're going to die.
Yeah.
That's it, I've got to the end of my life. Time's got to die. Become crispy.
Like Logan's Run. Like the moment there's the most tender, juicy, crispiest, they just walk into the fire and die.
Oh.
So anyway, that's going on. In the meantime, what we're going to do is, rather than opening the dungeon, we've had a bit of a chat about it. We've got some stone lying around. No, we haven't.
See, I don't think it's worth opening the dungeon, because you just know something's going to go wrong unless we turn off everything.
You're right.
Lock all the doors everywhere and be like, right, that's it, Townies, you can't do anything now until the dungeon is cleared.
The dungeon is cleared.
So I reckon it's better leaving the next dungeon until we can make them chicken hog roast things.
Chicken hog roast.
Because, obviously, when they're doing that, they've got to kill 3 things, cook the 3 things, and then put the 3 things together. So it's going to take a long time. So they can't balance a cow, a pig, and a chicken on their head at once. You have to take them one by one.
Thanks for that breakdown, Boris. Right, so in the meantime, what we're going to do is, Craig Gummersall said he wanted us to mine corridors down the dungeon. Now, we could do with the stone, because we've got a lot of walling and roofing left to do.
We could just mine the dungeon.
So, well, I'm not going to mine the whole dungeon, but, this side's already done. We don't really need to do anything with it.
Well, if we just keep taking out massive chunks of it, we don't need to build...
Well, what I was thinking is, the next floor down, again, in that direction we're fine, but in this direction we could probably do with mining a strip, and it'll lead to the copper and the coal much easier.
Yeah.
So, we could also stick another coal mine. Oh, that's an iron mine. We could stick another iron mine down and increase our iron output for sale.
We could do. Why have we become some kind of trading empire? You must be loving this. You loved all those trading games.
I do love trading.
Like the Space Merchant games.
I love trading.
What was that? Port Royale? Was that it?
Port Royale was okay.
You did like a bit of Port Royale. Was that the one where you had a small old town and you kept bringing things to it and selling things from it and it just grew?
Yeah, it was basically like Siberia's Pirates.
Yeah.
Basically a rip-off of Siberia's Pirates, if we're honest.
But a very, very cheap one.
Yeah.
More about trading.
But the main reason I like that because it was 49 pence, and that's what I like paying for.
The main reason I like that is it didn't have that shitty dancing that Siberia's Pirates had.
Yeah.
That was such a piece of crap.
My favourite my favourite sort of trading game, I loved Space Trader Merchant Marine. It was a piece of shit, but I just really enjoyed it. Because it got the trading right. The trading was great fun.
The trading was sound.
Someone just killed a slime just now.
Yeah, it's been there for a while.
Wow. It must have been...
It's that red slime by the partridge tree.
It must have slowly wandered over.
Oh, what they're doing over there? I can hear them all selling.
But yeah, if you get the opportunity to get Space Trader off of Steam on the cheap, because it's nearly always on the... I'm not recommending Port Royale, it's a Calypso game. I don't recommend Calypso anymore.
Oh.
After the Mud TV fiasco.
See, I have to recommend Calypso because
you like Tropico.
Well, yeah, that's essentially the only reason. The thing is, it's like Maxis with Sims. They did something well in that game. They just really made something that I tremendously love. Make sure not to mind the back wall or the side walls or anything like that.
I think he said a too wide corridor.
Yeah, just don't mind the back walls because they'll just go around there and mind the back walls first.
Oh, okay. So if I come like that...
Yeah. And then mine the last 2.
Then we'll do the last 2, and then we'll continue doing that. Okay. Right. And in the meantime...
Let me check YouTube on my phone.
He
said 4 wide.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, shit.
Well,
now, the issue with this...
was the scaffolding.
Scaffolding.
But, out of interest, I think I noticed something.
What?
You could put scaffolding in the houses.
Yes.
So we could just put scaffolding in the houses.
It's not going to help for putting the roof on, because once they're done, they can't get back down.
The roof, obviously, we need to do something about
I think we might be able to delete,
we can also as well
just 3 bits of road. As long as we have scaffolding on a corner, we should be able to get up and do it all.
We could put scaffolding in front of the iron barracks and all that stuff there.
Yeah.
And they could just walk off this main one down there.
Where?
Well, they'll walk over the orange roof and down off that one.
Oh, I mean, we could... Yeah, but I think... Isn't this surrounded by road as well?
No.
Oh, there is a gap there.
We left the one gap, that's how we did
it. Would have to be some pretty big scaffolding, that's the thing. I mean, let's get the wall in first, because once the wall's in, we can sort of judge a bit more about it.
It just means that they can do it, and look cool and... Don't build walls over their houses one night.
They'll be able to do this in bits. Oh my god, they're just rolling at it. Look at that. I was quick as shit.
I seem to remember my house being bigger than this. It seems to be one high. Oh dear.
But anyway, what I was saying about Space Trader, it was the FPS that let it down. The sort of really shitty FPS they tagged onto this, onto the middle of it.
The thing they should have done with that mud TV is what Fear's done. Fear 1 was a multiplayer game, and when you're on the Steam store to go buy Fear 1, it says, it states underneath it, multiplayer and co-op is no longer supported by this version of the game.
Yeah.
If you would like to play multiplayer and co-op, why not go to their site and buy the game?
I mean, the problem we had with Mud TV, this is why I stopped buying Calypso games, okay? Mud TV was put on Steam, right? And when we bought it, it came on offer, basically, and it was advertised as a multiplayer game. So we bought it as oh my god, this will be a great multiplayer game for us to do. So we got it, and it turns out the multiplayer servers had been shut down over a year ago.
Yeah.
Right? So, fair enough, alright, it was pretty cheap, so I went and told Steam
an old game.
Yeah, I went and told Steam, the multiplayer for this has been discontinued, please change the store page. That was 4 years ago, and it's still being sold as a multiplayer game.
The thing is, that's not Calypso's fault. It's Steam's fault for mislabeling it.
Calypso can maintain their own store page, and they keep Steam informed. But it's not just that, but I thought, alright then, I'll give it a chance, I'll play the single player.
Oh no, it's bad.
It's not just bad. The second level doesn't work. It crashes when you try and play the second level. So you basically paid for one level of the single player game. So then I went to the Calypso forums to get support, right? Because obviously you can't get support off Steam. Now everyone who provides a game on Steam is supposed to provide support for that game. That's part of the rules of selling on Steam. They abandoned their support forums basically. I found a moderator on there who was like, I haven't seen hide nor hair of Calypso for almost a year. Well, it's you've got no chance of getting any support. I don't know what to do, and there's no one. I've been trying to get hold of them, and I can't. They've just abandoned this forum.
They're blatantly still working on things.
But I mean, it's shoddy, Velerious. They don't provide proper support for their games.
See, my main
they don't maintain their Steam page correctly.
I knew it was a really old game, so it was I didn't really expect a lot.
But I expect more than one fucking level out of it.
But it was shit anyway, to be honest.
It wasn't terrible.
It was quite bad.
It wasn't terrible. I would have played the whole game.
Wow.
If the campaign even fucking worked.
That's like me saying Ghostbusters.
But when you play one level of the game and that level is the tutorial level, you think can't believe I paid
Then again, everything breaks on your PC. I mean,
that was my old PC, not this one.
Look at Star Trek. Everything broke on that one, to be honest. You just don't seem to have any luck with installing and running games.
I know.
Like the first time we played Jade Empire, and I was like, oh, it's amazing, and then I realised that it was actually the widescreen monitor that caused you problems.
We've literally got no clue why Star Trek plays up. But Star Trek runs fine on Velerious' PC, which is less powerful than mine.
Yeah.
I have a much more advanced graphics card with 3 gig of fucking VRAM and what have you.
Yeah, it's even got its own power socket and everything.
Yeah. But
I've just got a shitty...
When I run Star Trek, the Evolution engine sort of fucks up. And it just gives me a white screen. And what I have to do is open the task manager and then close the game, not in the task manager, but from the taskbar at the bottom by right-clicking. If I do that and launch it again, it works perfectly. If I don't do that, it will just give me a white square every time I relaunch until I do it that way.
See, this is the thing that's
which is just stupid. It makes no sense.
Yeah, but then again, as you just said with Calypso not providing support and everything, it's if you ask Star Trek for support, they'll probably go, well, we don't know what the hell's wrong.
I know.
This guy's running it fine. How do you have these
It's
problems?
like, it's not like my computer's shit or anything. It cost me quite a bit of money. It's got a quad-core bloody processor, you know, massive high-level graphics card.
It's all that pornography you've been pointing at.
And it just...
God.
Games just don't fucking seem to want to work on it. But I had the same problem with my last computer.
Yeah.
And the last time we had identical computers, and it was always mine that did this sort of bullshit, and yours just worked fine for no reason.
So the only thing I could put it down to is software, but then again, it's pretty much the same as software. We like the same antivirus, we use the same kind of programs. There's nothing really...
There's nothing different.
So it's like... God knows.
It's just bizarre.
But it always seems to do that to you. I've never really had any problem with any game that I've ever had.
I know.
Most games that I get, I just play and it works.
What game was it that we had we had identical PCs and it would run on yours but not on mine?
Well, Jade Empire was one.
Jade Empire,
That was Resolution.
Games Windows Live, that was another one.
Yeah, all your Games Windows Live.
Games Windows Live just wouldn't work on my PC at all.
I've never had a single problem with it at all. To the point that I could literally buy a Games Windows Live game and be confident in the fact that I could just play it.
Yeah, well, I had to stop buying Games Windows Live game because I couldn't guarantee they would work. Because I could log into Games Windows Live on the desktop. If you launch the desktop program, it lets me log in fine.
Yeah.
But when I tried to log in a game, it just wouldn't do it.
But that's the mystery behind computers. They just don't like you.
I know. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's what it is, Velerious. Maybe games just hate me because I'm too good at them. I've spent that many years fucking owning games that they're like, no, please leave us alone. You're too good at this game.
Spent that many years getting lost in games. They're just like, oh god, he's just going to get lost again. Don't let him play it.
Isn't this the guy who got lost in Tetris?
It is the kind of stuff you do. As much as it's funny.
I do get lost quite a lot.
The worst
That's because games are confusing.
The worst bit is where you just turn into a man about it and you're like, I'm lost. I'm like, have you tried going over here? And you're like, shut up. 5 minutes later, you go over there and go, oh, it was that way.
I don't do that.
I was playing a game with Jade recently. I think it was Borderlands 2. And she went, where's the health kit? I went, oh, over here, follow me. Walked to the health kit, turned around, she just blatantly didn't follow me. I was like, you don't realise I know where shit is. I seem to find myself around quite a lot.
I don't know how you can play Borderlands.
Borderlands 2 I actually enjoyed much more than Borderlands 1. Borderlands 1 had nothing good about it, just ignore that.
I just want to point out, this is how loud you have your headset on for general use, that you have put it on the other side of the room so the mic doesn't pick it up, but we can still hear the town is mining. Oh my god.
I have to have my headset loud. I'm deaf.
Now you realise just how deaf you are.
I know how deaf I am. I tried to listen to the towns I had to render the other day.
No,
because we have this ongoing problem that basically my volume is always different.
Why is Unreal pretending to be a brick? I'm a brick, just build around me, guys.
Unreal.
I know. She's the best. The Blue Widow. Oh my god, Unreal, get out of there! No!
Oh no, how's she going to get down?
She should be able to get down, it's only one block.
Oh yeah, phew.
There she goes.
Oh yeah, the towns that I rendered. I played the towns that I rendered. Jesus Christ, it blew my ears out with the loudness.
Shit, I think those are on the wrong layer.
What have you done?
Oh.
They weren't.
Well done.
So you ruined it.
Well done.
You're ruined it for everything.
It was on the wrong layer, but miraculously it's on the right layer.
Miraculously, it's just a layer.
Yes. Anyway, what we're talking about?
Towns rendering. Because obviously when you render a video, you have to match it up to something else. And our towns now are just so stupid.
See, the thing is, I never had a problem matching the loud, because this is what I do. This is how I set my volume levels, right?
See, the other thing is, though, that even I've spoken to Jade, and Jade doesn't like the way you've done the derping arounds. Because you need to kind of get the balance between me, her, and you, and all sounding the same, whereas most of the time you dominate the airwaves.
Because I'm on Audacity. I've said this to you before. You reach the point where I can't make you 20 louder without making the game volume louder.
But
and until we find a way to split all the audio streams off,
people who
we can't do that.
And it works. Fuck off, headset.
And, I'll come up a layer.
But essentially, it's like when I do single player recordings and everything.
Wait a minute.
What?
Oh, right. It was just the way I had my mouse. I thought something weird was going on there, but it's right. It's right. But anyway, it's like, when I set my audio levels, this is what I do, right? Basically, I go on YouTube and I find a video by someone who I know has decent audio levels, which 9 times out of 10 will just be a random member of the Yogscast, whatever's in my stream.
No, terrible audio on them.
So I'll pick one of them and I'll push play on the YouTube video, and then I'll adjust my headset volume till it's the volume I would listen to the video at. Then I go back into Vegas and I set the audio there so that it matches what I'm listening to in my headset.
Thing is, if you do it to the audio you would listen to a video at, you've got to realise some people are partially deaf.
But the other thing is, we never have any fucking feedback about it, so what can I do?
Well,
you always complain that it's too loud or too quiet, but you have hearing problems.
I would say...
I think it's okay.
I've never said any of them are too loud. The main problem with me was just the volume of our voices always is really tricky to match up.
I know, but as I've said, that's due to the game volume, and I do always try and turn the game volume as low as possible to minimise that. It doesn't always work.
Really?
I need to watch them. It's not my fault your stupid mega loud headsets over there going ching 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 ching.
I'll ching you in.
Because you leave it turned inside out with the buds poking out because you use them as speakers.
Hey, I'm Paul. I've got to do something. Right, you can go look at me now.
God.
Oh, my stomach made a growly.
It's that thing. It's Alpha's with the head masher. Look.
Yeah.
He has a stun attack.
That's being awesome.
With the head masher.
Does he?
Yeah. I just noticed it said on him stun attack.
I've got quick on as I told you.
Task ancient wall. Status stun attack.
Oh.
Yeah, pretty badass. What I really want, like, a merchant to come here that sells gold and silver, because we could do with some more gold and silver. Although if we go deeper in the dungeon, we might find gold, and then we can just steal it.
Oh.
We stop orgasming behind me.
That reminds me, right? Lego Marvel Heroes, I finally got to see someone play it.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that looks so cool.
Does it? Does it look cool?
I want it so much now.
I've added Lego Batman 2 to my wish list. Although I don't know if I'll get around to buying it.
You mean Lego Batman Arkham City Edition?
Yeah, pretty much. Because the first Lego Batman was brilliant. I loved that.
Yeah.
And I've been having a lot of fun with the Lego Lord of the Rings.
It's a shame really that they put voices in, because I love doing...
Yeah,
you doing
it was better, like, because the first Lego Indian Lego Batman, I was saying this to my mate Lucas today, it's like, they were silent. The cutscenes were not silent, it had sound effects and stuff, but there was no voices. It was all sort of mimed. Everything they did was implied, you know what I mean? It was pretty obvious what was going on. It's not like it's a, drastically difficult plot or anything. It's pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
But when we played, we used to, like, make up our own cutscenes. So, like, when it was going, you'd do the voice of Robin, I'd do the voice of Batman. And, like, in India, we'd do the voices of, like, Indian short round and stuff. Yeah. And it's like, we just talk over the cutscenes, like, just ad-lib it. And just roll around in fits of laughter. And I really enjoyed doing that.
I just really enjoyed the Lego series altogether, really.
They're good games. They're just good casual games. That's what's good about them.
I like the humour behind them.
Yeah.
They do a good job at getting that humour in without just, like, enveloping you with humour.
Exactly. It's just a bit silly, which is what you want, really. It's not
like they're going out of their way to go like, oh, look, we're Lego, oh, everything's funny. It's like they are doing some actual jokes.
But this is why I think the Lego movie is going to be really good. Have you seen the trailer for it yet?
No.
I bet you still haven't, have you? No.
Well, considering you told me last night while drunk.
No, it wasn't. I told you about it, like, over a week ago. And then I definitely didn't tell you about it last night. I think you're imagining things.
You did tell me last night.
I didn't. I totally didn't.
So I remember you telling me, because I was pointing out about Marvel superheroes last night. I was like, look at this Marvel superheroes. You were like, no, my eyes, and then went away.
No, the only thing I saw you watching last night was that Onage Pranks guy.
No, that's
doing his Asian impressions.
Onage Pranks. He subtitles his videos for me.
Does he? So, does he put brackets, Chinese accent, end brackets? Oh, I know what?
Yeah, that's exactly what he does. He has an open bracket, Chinese accent, closed bracket. HTTP.
Evil batches sneaking around the back.
Just come in and steal a townie and run away.
No, just steal. Who's this? I'm Cambry.
Just run in. You're ours now, man.
This sounds awfully familiar, Velerious.
Oh
no, they're going for with bricks. It's okay, Hiroka's got them.
Oh.
This guy, what's he nicked? Oh, he's got away with one. What a bastard!
He got a flower barrel.
He can have it. We don't need it.
Red barrel.
He got away with it. What a little bastard!
How did he get away with that? We should lock that room, really.
We've got quite a lot of omelettes there. Are we still ordering omelettes?
I don't think so. I think you stopped.
How the fuck do I check? I can't remember.
Food. Bread. Cooking. Omelette stuff, right.
Oh yeah, no, we're not getting any on order.
Yeah. No one just wants to eat them anymore. They're too smelly. Growing an omelette or something.
Oh my god, I've just remembered, we haven't built... oh my god, we've got to do the Silver Scooting beating and the Hilltop Tavern as well.
Okay.
I've completely forgotten about that shit.
The first priority is Useless Silver Road, or whatever it's called.
Yeah, well we'll do... This is...
Useless Dirt Road.
Yeah, this is just to bide our time. We want to fill... I mean, the pigs are almost full. The cows are full. We want to get the chickens to the same state so that, like, we're definitely full. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's worth
Are you full of
doing this while we wait for that to happen. Production seems to have slowed there. Let's go have a look at the mines.
Because they're getting further away.
Yeah. Yeah, that is truths.
That is the issues. The issues of a townie.
I could also...
Dance. Give
Magic
birth.
dance.
You know?
Magic dance. Take a strip out of there at the same time.
Oh, it's like you're just gonna, actually say what you were gonna do.
I don't know, we were talking about something, I've already forgotten what it was again. My memory's terrible, Flowers.
So's mine, but I reckon it's the drink.
You reckon it's the drink?
Yeah.
Just drunk my memory into oblivion. Don't drink, kids.
It's like when you're on about
it
telling
destroys
me about
brain cells.
that Lego movie.
Oh yeah, that was it.
You're going to tell me about Lego movie. And
anyway, watch the trailer because it looks amazing. Not just you, but like the people as well. Watch the trailer. It's fantastic, and it looks like like The Incredibles or something like that. It's a film where it's like pretty funny, and the whole family can sort of laugh at it. That sort of thing.
The Incredibles funny. It was a very tragic tale.
The Incredibles was funny.
About a man who could have
died. Bit at the end was well funny with the baby when it tries to steal the baby and he turns into a fucking anvil.
Oh, right.
I found that amusing.
Yeah. I'm a very hard person to get to laugh, though. I'm a miserable sod.
You are a miserable sod. You get more miserable as you get older.
I know. The weird thing is, I have a good sense of humour. I'm just a miserable bastard all the other times. I make everyone laugh and then just sit there going, so funny.
Yeah. You sort of exist in a state of natural miserableness.
It's because I'm fat. There's got to be some cut-off laying there.
Fat people are supposed to be jolly.
Well, no, not really. You wake up every day and you just...
You wake up every day and go, oh god, I'm still fat. Yeah. I was hoping it might have disappeared overnight.
And then you lay back down in bed and eat some crisps to comfort yourself. And it's just like, it doesn't work, Sharon.
Brilliant. Okay. Everyone is busy. We've actually got like half of this walling done already. Walling's much quicker than roofing.
It is.
I think we should do...
all the walling.
Yeah, we do all the walling there and on the 2 taverns, so we can totally get that done. And by then, this should probably be full. So we can make a bunch of hog roasts, open the dungeon, get the towners doing roofing so they don't go into the dungeon.
Yeah.
How much stone have we got? 106. Yeah, so we are definitely getting more stone than we're using. So yeah, that's going to be the plan for future episodes.
That's good then.
So we're going to pause it here. Surprisingly early for once, we're not over time, so... say bye-bye to the beautiful people, Velerious.
Bye-bye, all the beautiful people, Velerious.
And we'll see you guys next time.